Sometimes the world gets creative with how we cross railroads and rivers. Excuse me. I have a half a mile left to my very first 20-mile day. My everything hurts. I'm proud of me, and I want to cry. I did cry. Up that last climb, it was one of the shortest climbs of the day. It was the shortest climb of the day. And it lasted forever. I'm slack packing it today. Because that's what you do when you do your first 20-mile day. All about my everything. Do you ever do dumb stuff and then wonder why your technology doesn't work? I thought I was recording. I'm sitting here talking to my phone for a solid minute and a half, and then it cuts out on me, and I was like, oh, I guess I'm running out of space. And then I realized I really just took a picture of myself and then talked to my phone. Anywho, I'm sitting here waiting for a shuttle back into town because I hurt all over and I don't feel like walking another mile. Anyway, just finished my first 20-miler. I do remember that I was gonna do a 20-mile, and I don't know if I explained this to anybody or in here, but I'm doing it now. I was gonna do a 20-mile, couple of 20s going into Damascus, and then I wrenched my knee the first day at like 10 miles in, and only did 15 because I had to walk another 5 to get out. So I limped my way out for those last 5. Put my knee up as much as possible, let it rest, and when I got back on trail, I didn't do huge miles. I just walked. I shelter hopped a little bit just to make sure I wasn't going to hurt myself again. And then Sticks and Yukon and I were planning on pushing bigger miles, and then that didn't happen for several days. We tried, and then one reason or another, we would just be exhausted at the end of whatever hike day. Anywho's. And now, and then I pulled my Achilles. And now I'm pushing on beyond Sticks and Yukon. Like, I still love them, but their hike is not serving my hike. Like, I have my promise to complete this trail and get to Katahdin, and everything that I do lives inside that promise. And it's my promise to myself. And they're kind of partying up the trail at the moment. And they spent a couple of days just chilling at this really awesome spot. It was a waterfall, like, and partying, and it was fun, but I was like, I gotta keep going. So now I'm pressing the bigger miles, and my ankle's tender, but as long as I don't do too much damage to it, it'll be fine. Nope, that's not my ride. Anyway, they're behind me. I have no idea where they are. I don't know how far they've gotten today, if they got anywhere today. But I did my first 20 miles. I hurt everywhere. And I was planning on doing again tomorrow, but I don't think so. I don't want to hurt myself. I might do 15 tomorrow, slack packing, and then do 15 the next day. because I don't want to hurt myself. But I got to talk to the shuttle driver about that. So laters. Bridge is out. And here comes Radio Lab. Where did Monkey Toes go? Monkey Toes Twilight Zoned himself. Or he's gone to take a leak. Yay!
Yay, we made it.
Somebody took the sign off over here.
Oh, there was a sign.
There was a sign, it's gone. It is 10 o'clock. I'm leaving Parisburg. No longer slack packing. Moya is back with me in all her glory. So last night, I read a post from a friend of mine on Facebook, and his cousin died. And his request was to not get condolences, but to see people living life to the fullest and like living a life that we love, essentially. Doing something that makes us feel alive. In honor of his cousin. So today, I am dedicating my hike and the 17 miles plus that I'm aiming for to my friend's cousin. So go out today and do something that makes you feel alive. The tree. Oldest oak tree on the AT, you say?
According to this, passed by Keeper Oak, the largest oak tree along the AT in the south.
In the south.
Yeah. The tree is estimated to be about 300 years old.
It's a big one.
It is.
Stayed at a shelter last night that had a ridiculous climb down into it, and we'll have a ridiculous climb out of it. An old house. People have camped down here. Come back out. Getting my face full of webs doing this. Yeah, 2 chimneys. There's more down there. Not going to worry about it right now. It's 8:15 and I'm getting ready to leave camp. So, didn't get the miles in that we wanted yesterday, but there were like 2 ginormously steep climbs. Just wiped us out, and we started late too, so not the end of the world. Oh, here's this log cabin shack thing. Very old. Looks like somebody used to live in there, or work in there, or store stuff in there. There's the door. We were warned on our Gut Hook Far Out app that the walk into this shelter was steep. They were not over exaggerating, and not looking forward to climbing out. We didn't want to stay here because of that climb, but it was either that or risk not having a campsite for the night. This is a source of water with a well. I think the old well for the house. That's on the ground. Climbing back out. We just walked across that. It's pretty, I don't know, steep, I guess. I was saying the other day that I'm in an abusive relationship with this trail because it just keeps hurting me and I keep coming back for more. And the fact that our entire walk today has been at like a 45-degree angle across rock into that valley. Spectacular view. Yeah. That was unfun. Beautiful view, but unfun. All right. Let's see, more proof. Beautiful wildflowers. There's the trail. There's a really great way to hurt yourself. Trail. Pain. It's abusive. And still we do it. I have an insect bite on my middle finger, and I actually think it's a spider bite because I've been getting a lot of spider bites and not a lot of like bug bites. And it's 2 days old now. It no longer itches. Doesn't hurt. Just looks really nasty. Today's hike, we got out. We left our shelter about 8:30. We got back to the trail almost 9 o'clock. It took us 20 minutes to crawl out of that super steep shelter area this morning. And it's taken us forever to crawl across these rocks. Like, the elevation change isn't there, but it's all just... So I'm not walking down, I'm walking across this. It's been a little rougher today. Whoever said Virginia was easy was lying. It's not easy. It's just different. Instead of going up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. It's just different. And we're less than 50 miles away from the halfway point, so that's exciting. Well, the halfway point in Virginia, not the trail, just the halfway point of Virginia, so that's exciting. And if we had made our miles yesterday, we could have made it to the 700 mile marker today, but we're gonna stop probably 4 or 5 miles short of that today. So we'll do that tomorrow. And that's all I've got for right now. it's actually a good day. In spite of this weird ass climb, it's a good day. So the first day out of town is always rough for some reason. And since Six and Company are probably 40 miles behind at this point, I don't expect to see them soon. And Radiolab/Dad is looking to flip-flop, so he's going to be up ahead in another few days. And he's going up to Maine to climb Katahdin and come back down. So I'm going to lose him for a minute too. But that's okay. I met Monkey Toes. And then kind of been hopscotching around Inch and Seashell and some of the Warrior Expedition people. So that's cool. I'm not alone out here. Like, even if my tramily is spread out and doing other stuff, I have so many friends out here. Like, I'm not alone. They just aren't always featured because instead of being right next to them, we're kind of hopping around them, you know? So, that's it. People are keeping a lookout for me. I'm keeping a lookout for others. It's good. I'm going to press on. Many miles to go before we sleep. Quick update for those of you who want to know. Monkey Toes and I are in Daleville. Now we still have 40 miles to get to Daleville, but there's rain expected today and tomorrow, and those are the day, like today, tomorrow, if we were still coming in northbound, would have been the days we would have hit McAfee Knob and Dragon's Tooth, and those are some, they're part of the Virginia Triple Crown. The other one is Tinker Cliffs, I think they're called. But anyway, it's essentially, we wanted to be there on some sunnier days and not just walk through the clouds. And, you know, these are like some of the more iconic climbs on the AT. We wanted to have our moment to see them, and so we decided to come ahead and southbound those climbs and those hikes. Maybe get to McAfee Knob for sunrise. That would be cool. And then come back. So it should be about 3 days from here to do all of that. And really take a good moment. So like we're planning on like 15 something tomorrow, and then 10 something the next day, and then finishing the last little bit, like slack packing into Four Pines Hostel. So that's the plan right now. And then we are halfway through the state of Virginia. We have 300 miles to go. This is the time where we really got to hustle. Get to the point where I need to be getting to the point where I can do 15 and 20 mile days pretty regularly if I'm going to make it to Katahdin by October 15th. So again, that's part of the reason why Styx and Yukon and everybody are behind. Like, they got into a little bit of a party mode, and that wasn't really serving me and my hike. And like, there's nothing, I have no ill feelings right now for them. It's just, it wasn't working for me and my hike. That happens sometimes. It's part of the reason why tramlines don't always stick together. Like, it would be nice if we could have all supported each other and pushed each other, but like, we weren't really pushing each other. And I kind of need somebody, and Monkey Toes is definitely filling this role, somebody who is challenging me more on this hike and is willing to like, no, let's do 15. You can do 15. And I'd be like, yeah, I know I can. I don't want to, but I can. And then like, no, but let's do it anyway. Or, 17s or 20s. And I'm proud of myself for doing my first 20. I'm also realizing that, like, my first day out of town is always, like, the worst day on trail for me. And I don't know why. Like, mentally, just, I don't want to. So I'm going to see if maybe because, like, I forget to take my vitamins in town while I'm here, if maybe that's part of it. I don't know. And then I uploaded my latest video several days later than I wanted to. I'm wondering if it's the Wi-Fi. Because I got here and, like, the video uploaded almost immediately. It was so fast. And I think it was crappy Wi-Fi. So I'm going to give my video maker app another chance. Hopefully I'll have some decent Wi-Fi to do that. And then we'll go from there. If it's the Wi-Fi, then it's the Wi-Fi. If it's not the Wi-Fi, then it's not the Wi-Fi. Anyway, that's the update. I'm going to finish my little breakfast here, drink my vitamins, and my Pedialyte. This stuff is, like, better than, like, regular sports drinks. Pedialyte is just way better than regular sports drinks. And it's a little more expensive, but it's way better. So I'm going to drink that and make sure I get everything up so that I feel good leaving town to hike Tinker Cliffs tomorrow. And then be really excited about McAfee Knob. And then Dragon's Tooth in that order, because we're going south instead of the other way. That's the update. Bye. It's just after 7. I'm going southbound out of Daleville. And I'm already getting all of the spider webs in the face. I can't find my bug net. Can't find my bug net. Came across this fun guy. Hello. Oop. I won't bother you, I'm just taking your picture. Have a good day. Bye-bye. This thing's loud. Hello, little buddy. There's a little path out here. Whew. Hold on. This is what I'm walking on, which is actually really nice compared to some parts of the trail, but this is also the approach to Tinker's Cliff. So, I figured I'd put the video on. It was thunderstorming all of an hour and a half ago. But, it's bright and sunny now. The weather around here, man. More rock. Staying as far away from it as I can, Ma. Just for you. Just while we're here. But, so my sunglasses are down here drying because they're all foggy from being on my head, my wet head. And I had to dry them off. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust stuff. I dry them off, except my shirt is wet because I got caught in the rain. And, like, I heard the thunder before the rain started, and I was booking it for the shelter where I was planning on stopping for lunch. And then the deluge. Not on top. I was not on top of any mountains, let alone cliffs, but got caught in the wet. That's okay. I'm seeing a lot of these things. So the Tinker Cliffs are the first going southbound, or the last going northbound, of the Virginia Triple Crown. And my current hiking buddy, Monkey Toes, and I chose to go southbound for this to avoid getting caught in the rain on Dragon's Tooth, which is also more cliff walking, which is not horrible, but not something you want to do in the rain. And we also wanted to catch sunrise at McAfee Knob, which is one of the most iconic points on the AT. We wanted to, well, he wants to catch that sunrise. Oh, bugs. Oh, and my bug net went MIA. Oh, bastard. Anyway, more view from Stone. You could walk out there if you wanted to. I'm not. I have places to be. Yeah, my bug net just up and walked away. I don't know what happened. But like, swatting at mosquitoes and gnats all day. Ooh, I want to take this picture. There's one. Hold on. For my AT tattoo. So those white things are the blazes. Alright, now this seems a little bit safer to walk out, so I'm going to walk out a little bit. There we go. See? There's no falling off this. Unless I climb out on it, and I'm not going to do that. That's a nice view. Virginia's pretty when you can see it. Somebody said Virginia was flat, and that was a lie. Virginia is not flat. Flat is relative, but it's 0% flat. You're still up and down mountains, so not flat. There's some ridge walking. There's a bit more ridge walking in Virginia than there is in other parts. That may be the only reason why they say it's flat. Anyway. Back out in the sun. Let me see if my glasses are dry enough for me to wear now. You try putting sunglasses on with one hand. They are not dry enough. This is still just a giant blur. So there we go. Bugs. And of course, the AT goes here. Sorry, Ma. Okay, that's pretty. That's worth the sight. Take that picture way over there. I gotta tell you, I'm really glad that thunderstorm passed already. Because this is pretty. Oh. This is pretty. Next is the knob. Fun fact, I was looking at this from a different angle this morning. I think I have a few photos of it. Anyway, I think I'm expecting more deluge. So I'm under my umbrella. And I have my rain skirt on this time. It was sunny for like 2 hours between the last deluge and now. But we just have to make it to the shelter, and we're still like, well, I'm still like 3.5 miles away from where we plan on being for the night. Not bad. Feeling pretty good, actually. A little bit of a headache. I think it's more of a strain on my neck than anything else. Feet are sore, as expected. But for a weird feeling, like you spent some time in town and getting rained on, but beyond that, I'm feeling pretty good. Which is weird, because usually I don't like getting rained on or coming out of town. Feelings are so arbitrary. Anyway, I'm going to go back to paying attention to what I'm doing and not trip and fall. Bye. I found a little rock outcropping to wait for this next deluge to pass. It's either just starting or just finishing. It's been going for a minute. But it hasn't been a deluge, it's just been kind of what you'd expect a light rain to be. But there's still thunder, so I'm gonna wait another few minutes. But I am sharing my home, my refuge, with these fun little dudes. So I'm not exactly leaning against the rock at the moment. Got enough spider bites from random spiders. Don't need any more. The one on my finger, it looks bad right now, but it is better. It's not as swollen and tight as it was. It just looks gnarly. So it's doing better. And oh, hello, Mr. Daddy Longlegs. This weather is weird today. And the darkest part looks like it's right overhead. So, yeah, I'm going to wait another bit. But, yeah. Sharing my refuge under a rock outcropping with some spiders. Just chilling. Waiting for the thunder to pass. I hope not. That's where I started my day.
Oh, that's that. It's a reservoir. Never mind.
I could go for a swim right about now. Surrounded by people.
I actually still have a full day.
I've been imagining this for years now, this moment. Rehearsing what I would say for this. just keep going. And I've kind of developed this mantra, you know, you can quit as much as you like, and then you keep going. It's kind of based off something my friend Stephen Potter said. Every day I rescind my resignation. And today I'm dedicating this view and this moment to my friend Stephen. Thank you, Stephen. Walking gently. Where are you? Hello. I just saw my first bear. Just chilling there. Sitting, watching me walk by. I just saw my first bear. One of the things that we learn out here is that the bears really are not a threat. They're more afraid of us than we are of them. And as long as we're not feeding them by leaving our trash and foodstuffs behind, they don't associate humans with food and they just run away. They don't like the way we smell or sound or anything, but like, just saw my first bear. Here we are. That's the dragon's tooth. Wow. Sheet. It looks like a dragon's tooth. See what's around the other side. I guess you can go up there too. May or may not. There's that in there. All right. Let's see if we can do this. I'm gonna put my butt on that and slide down. Ugh. Here we go. Here we are. Hello.
I don't know if I can get a picture up there, huh?
I got plenty of selfies.
Did you?
Am I gonna mess your shot up? I'll disappear.
Oh,
No.
no, I'm just seeing how far I can get.
Well, I don't know if you go under that, if you fit under that rock or not. It's pretty easy to shimmy up here, and then it's pretty wide.
Cool.
Pretty wide with lots of handholds.
I want to see how this is done. Oh, here we go. This is the second time I've done this. Oh,
And you can also scissor up on the other side of that rock.
oh my god. Did you? Dad has your. Well,
Yeah.
Dad has your phone if you want to take pictures.
And there goes Monkey Toes. He's doing it.
How did he get? Oh, he went under the rock. Oh, that's smart. How scary is that?
Not
Right?
yet. Depends on how far I go.
How's he on judging scary?
You're braver than I am. I'm not going up.
I mean, he's a 13-year-old boy trapped in a 50-year-old man's body, but you know.
Yeah, Mom, my phone's up.
Oh, I just got that on video. But he's acknowledged it several times today, so I feel like that's not
I'm
a
sorry,
problem.
I feel like I
What,
trapped
that
you
I'm a
into that.
13-year-old boy?
Yeah, there you go. All right, and away you go.
This will give you perspective on how narrow it is.
The blaze. Is right there.
Yeah, let's just get closer to the edge.
He said sarcastically. Okay, cool. Dolly did this. And you said the hardest part was this bit?
Nope, it'll be the bit right after that. Come all the way down into that landing,
Okay.
and then from there is that step back down into the next to the ledge. Use there you go.
Use my ass.
Yep. And then the last couple steps in here are real tight, so make sure you lead with the right foot. Not that I can tell you what that is, because I didn't.
All right. Like that?
Yep.
Gonna try and do a walk and talk again. I know they're not exactly the best framed ones, but you know what? Here we go. This morning was interesting. Monkey Toes spent yesterday not feeling good. Woke up this morning feeling better, but also wanted to take an extra day off to make sure he's up for hiking. So I hemmed and hawed for a minute about whether or not I was going to go. And then I was all like, all right, I'm going to go. And then I got to the lobby of the motel we're staying at. And Shameless was there. Dude named Jackpot was there. Jackpot's off trail. His feet were not doing well in the shoes, I guess he had hurt himself. He's providing trail magic for people. I met him in Damascus at the Broken Fiddle. He's cool people, but like I didn't really know him very well. And then I saw Ann sitting there, shameless, and she's all like, I'm off trail too, I'm done. And that, ooh, ow, stop. That hit me. We've been hiking kind of around her and Shameless, or Delta, her son, for months now. Like, we literally met at Springer Mountain Shelter in the rain, and they're done. After almost 750 miles, they're calling it quits. And that's following right on the heels of Trail Dad, Radio Lab, flip-flopping. So I'm not going to see him for a hot minute either. And so I had a bunch of emotions this morning. And like, we did the Triple Crown. It was fabulous. And Styx and Yukon and Boone and Choo Choo and Doc are way behind. They're partying up the trail, which is fine. That's their jam. Miso is entering the Shenandoahs today, tomorrow, yesterday, sometime. And then I have no idea where Patty is. But yeah, like, I've lost almost all of my trail family, and there's now building a new one if I choose to build a new one. Anyway, Jackpot was all like, you know what, I'm offering slack packing if you want to do it. And today and tomorrow and probably the day after, it's supposed to get really, really hot. Like, that thing that's happening in Texas is moving through. Like, polar vortex, only opposite. So it's like the heat index is supposed to be astronomically high. So instead of dying of heat stroke, I'm out slack packing. So after emotions, instead of hiking out of town with a full pack, I'm hiking back to town with my slack pack. And this is part of the mental game that is the hike. Like, I'm now at a point where I know my body can do this. It might suck sometimes. You know, I might be tired. You know, my knees might hurt a little bit, but I can do the hike. Physically, I'm there. But the mental game. It's all about the mental game now. And there's a bit of a rough section here in Virginia. Looks like it's going to be intense. Gonna hit 4,000 feet again, which in the grand scheme of mountains isn't super high, but in the grand scheme of Virginia, pretty freaking high. So this is what I'm looking at when I'm not looking at the phone. So that's why, while I'm doing this, not exactly in frame the whole time, because I'm looking at trail, not at my camera. But anyway, and I don't have any sort of fancy equipment for this. It's just me holding my phone. Anyway, so mental game, and I'm not ready to quit. I just am exhausted. You know, yesterday I was ready to leave physically, but like just too exhausted to go. Today I'm not as exhausted, but the emotional, like, got smacked emotionally. Trying to get out of town. Oh, rounding a corner. See, this is a not stealth cell site. This is how you can tell. Lots of people have camped here. There's a fire ring. This is a trail. For a second there, I thought I was going to go up there, and I was like, fudge. See what I did there? Yeah. Next shelters in a little bit, but I'm only going to stop there to use the privy. And then it's continuing on for the day. Other than being sad and kind of emotional that I'm losing some people, I'm feeling pretty good otherwise. Yeah, like I needed to be out here today. I needed to be in the woods. I needed to be putting miles under me. Like, I think this is a good way to go. It's not gonna leave me overheated with my 40-pound pack. And I'm putting miles under me. They're not a lot, but there's some, so that's good. It's like 13.6 today. Sometimes you just gotta keep going and do what you gotta do. Like, yeah, I'm not at the point of quitting. I mean, like, it's always kind of there. Is like, it's always kind of like, you know, you could just throw in the towel. I don't want to throw in the towel. Like, even the parts of my brain that want to throw in the towel or over, like, I didn't give myself the out to just throw in the towel. It's not, I'm not attempting a thru hike. I'm doing a thru hike. So even on the days when I want to quit, I don't want to quit. And then on the days when I really do want to quit, I got a backup system. I got people to call. Got an Uncle Paul. That was rhyming there for a second there. I got a mom who would probably support me throwing in the towel as much as she doesn't want her baby to be put in danger or be uncomfortable. But I've also got people who are rooting for me, so that helps. And I got people who are like, no, you came out here specifically to be uncomfortable. Maybe not in danger, but uncomfortable. So if you're uncomfortable, check. Other thing, non-scale victories. I, for the first time in my adult life, can wrap a hotel towel around me and be closed. Oh, bugs. He's a dung beetle and a fly. I don't know which animal left that. I'm not going to step in it. Excuse me while I climb over you. I'm going to put my phone back now because I'm kind of at the end of my spiel at the moment. And the trail is rocky. Hopefully I'll be getting to that shelter soon so that I can use the privy. And that's it. That's all I've got right now. I was talking to Jackpot about an emotional reset and how we're not being super emotional in our usual lives, and now we're out here and it's just kind of like having a few too many beers, emotional reset. Like, suddenly things hit. And I think that's part of the rescinding of the resignation. We're living our lives again. We're doing something for us. And even though, you know, injury takes people out, or the trail gives you what you need in the whatever you've done, whether you've completed it or not, you know, the trail provides what you need. And I think Anne got that. Shameless and Delta got that, you know. And what I'm here to conquer is that part of me that wants to give up when it's hard. So I'm not quitting, because quitting would mean getting off trail before Katahdin without a serious injury or illness. You know. So there you go. Here we go. Here I go. I gotta pee. Why do I always have to pee? Emotions are nuts. We have them. We have emotions. I am not my emotions. We are not defined by our emotions. We have them, but we are not our emotions. So I might be a little sad, but I'm still hiking. And I'm not quitting. Because that's not what I'm here to do. Hello. I'm not gonna bother you. Bye-bye. So, I'm slack packing again today. Through Virginia. And choosing to do something a little different today. Because I can. And so the trail right now runs parallel to the Blue Ridge Parkway. Hold up, check this out. And the only difference, I'm going to take a picture of that, hold up, because that is too spectacular not to get a shot or two. Yeah, there we go. Oh, and like, there's kind of a haze that kind of covers the valley. It's like this actually is valley, and then there's like a hazy cloud on top of it. Anyway, it's really pretty. So the big difference between the trail and the road walk along the Blue Ridge Parkway, you know, other than avoiding motor vehicles, is the views. So I could be in the trees, seeing trees, or I could get some views. So I was like, I want to see some stuff today. Like, I'm slack packing. It's going to be a hot day, but it's windy, so it's going to be okay for a while. And I just wanted to see some views instead of just my feet and the trail. So I made a choice. And I'm getting to the same spot where I'm going to get picked up later. So I was like, let's go see some views. I also got a text in the group text from Yukon. Yukon's getting off trail today. He texted that last night. He's like, I'm done. I'm not having any more fun. So I'm done. I'm going home. Kind of sad. And considering where I've been for the last couple of weeks, days really, just since I left them, and then just getting stuck in Daleville for a minute and all the craziness of the last few days, and just missing my friends for the last couple of weeks, and blah, blah, blah. It's been, I get it. This is the chunk of time where it's all about the mental game and fighting the urge to quit, because it's just up and down mountains right now, you know, and especially when it's all you're seeing is trees every day, you know, and maybe you'll get a really nice view, maybe, but most mountaintops still are covered in trees, so you get to the top of a climb and it's just the top of a climb, which is why I'm choosing views today. Like, I get it. And we're having a support system in place, people who are willing to help you out. So for everybody who's been helping me out in whatever way they could, thank you. It's been a huge boost to know that there are people out there who are supporting me on this hike, who want me to get to where I'm going, which is Katahdin. And I appreciate it so much. And yeah. It's a better time now that I've got, like yesterday, I hit a new personal best in time, and I did take a fall, did crunch my foot a little bit, but it's not bad. Scraped my palm when I landed. Not bad. But still, like, but I hit a new personal best. I did 15 miles in 7 hours. So proud of myself. Reward myself with views today. Slightly easier grades, maybe. But still, good long walk today. Another 15 miles to cover. And don't know where I'm going with it, but I'm really appreciative of all the people who've been supporting me. And after this, it's on to Waynesboro, and once you get to Waynesboro, you enter the Shenandoahs. And that's less than 80 miles from where I'm gonna pick it up again, or when I finish closing this gap between Daleville and Glasgow, Virginia, not Scotland. It'd be cool if I were in Scotland. I'm not in Scotland, I'm in Virginia. It's hot in Virginia. I'm not complaining that it's hot, it's just a fact. It's hot. But I'm also realizing that once I get past the, ooh, it's hot and sweaty, I actually do hike better in the heat. Like, I don't have to warm up the engine or warm up my muscles if they're already warm. Anyway, I'm going to put my phone down and keep hiking and enjoy the rest of my day. And I hope you enjoy yours too. Bye. So I've made it to my pickup location after road walking. And I've got a little while to wait, and I have no signal to be all like, hey, I'm early. So I'm going to enjoy having my feet in some water, nice cold water. And I'm going to have my lunch and wait here. Today's lesson is it's okay to take detours as long as you get to your destination. You can take the road less traveled or take the road more traveled. And that's okay. Arrive alive. This little guy just walked right under my foot while I was sitting in the water. Hey. Off in the distance is the James River footbridge. Yeah?
Well, here it is. I'll let you read it. Somebody liked my post.
Let me get this done. I'm gonna hit that. Ooh, look at that. That's nice. Okay. So it's been a minute since I've recorded anything, and that's okay. I've been hiking a lot with Monkey Toes, and I did a lot of slack packing. I'm still doing a little bit, but not for very much longer. But we are busting out miles. Like yesterday we did 17 and a half. Today we're doing 19. We passed the 800 mile mark yesterday and blew right past it, like got to mile 815. Today we're going to be at mile marker 829 or something like that. And then, or no, 834? But by the time we're done hiking tomorrow, no, not tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, we'll be at mile 850, and then we're halfway to 900, and then it's a pretty smooth ride from there. We've got one last really big climb tomorrow, and then that's it until like Massachusetts or even Vermont. I've got so many bug bites. This is what happens when I forget my net. I get a bug bite on my cheek. This one, like, I didn't know about it until like I went to go and scratch a little itch and blood came away. I was like, what the hell? So many bugs. And like not even enough to drive other people insane, just me. Putting my net back down. There's a skeeter hanging around. Anyway, yeah, so we're busting out miles and we'll be in the Shens in like 3 days, the Shenandoahs, and then we're almost done with Virginia. I was going to say Vermont, and it's not Vermont, it's Virginia. But I'm tired. I am very tired. We've got like 6.5 miles left to this day. And I is tired. So this is probably going to be the last video of this series of clips that I compile together. Might have a few like pictures and views and stuff, but this is going to be the last of me talking to you. Yeah, it's been a haul, and Virginia part 2 was a bit longer than I expected it to be, and the video is probably a bit longer than I expected it to be, but it's been a trip, and I'm still going. Thank you to everyone, like so many of you. Thank you so much for the assist with, waiting for packages and getting me places, and it's been a huge, huge thing. And a special shout out to Scott and Laura, who bought me a massage. I haven't cashed that one in yet, but I'm looking forward to it when I get the opportunity. I might wait until like Harper's Ferry or like just before that, because I need to plan that one ahead so that I have enough time to book it, but I'm definitely going to use it. My feet in particular. Thank you. Anyway, that's it for now. I love you all. Thank you for being here with me, and I'm still out here. 800 miles down and like 1,200 to go. I lied. This is probably going to be it, but yesterday we did like 17.4, and today we did 19 something, and my feet hurt so much. Look at this. Look how gross they are too. Oh, I don't want to do any more 20-mile days for a little while. It's all dirty and they hurt. I'm going to soak them in the river that's right next to our campsite and eat dinner and go to bed. That was exhausting. Focus. Thank you. I'm back, baby.